Opening weekend, show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. He'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Smith and Jigba. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead now. Opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. To throw is Milton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Back to throw. Finding Otten once more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Milton now to throw. Flushed out right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. The Seahawks send out their punter. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 5. To throw, it's Milton. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10.
Go, check. Check smash. Check smash. Come 19. Come 19. Take go.
Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Let's go now. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
Now Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Looking to throw. Milton. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, You use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now Flowers on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. But now an audible here into something else. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Their mobile quarterback making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Milton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They're in tight formation, not going to take any chances, down to a knee, and that should do it for the first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
I'm actually surprised more games aren't tied because the messages in both locker rooms are essentially the same, and it starts with both trying to get a quick start. But one team actually did, but the defensive guys, they can take it right back because this game...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, check that. Street. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Operating from the gun. Milton, flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Milton. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing is Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Milton. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Looking to throw. Milton. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Street. Check go.
Operating from the gun. Milton escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
18 left, 18 left. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
Saturday Lions. Ready. Go.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Eluding the... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Zay Flowers from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now they'll shift things around. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Seahawks strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 41.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. To throw, it's Milton. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Go! 18, Pioneer!
Milton. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Milton. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Milton, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now! Hurt! Right there! Ready?
Back to throw, Milton. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think one of the key words in today's NFL is hybrid. You know, guys who can do more than just what they're asked to do. How about our running back there laying out like a wide receiver and making that catch?
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. They'll set up a throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And Walker has it. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. Here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
65 catch. Shut up. Huck.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Here's 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.